Welcome back to another episode of Mind of the Pack.
Today we're talking to Declan.
Hello.
Woo!
Declan, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good myself.
Yeah.
So,
Could you introduce yourself, Declan?
Well, you already know my name. I'm from Australia. I like cricket, Formula One, um,
Mm. What's your favorite team in Formula One?
Ferrari.
Ooh, a Ferrari fan.
so
Yeah, what's yours?
Um, McLaren.
Oh,
McLaren.
okay.
Yeah. Olaf, you know the drivers in McLaren?
Lando Norris.
And
Um,
Oh,
um,
one of those guys is from the same
um,
country as me.
um,
yeah, because I know Olaf, you're
Lewis
a massive
Hamilton.
fan. And yes, Lewis Hamilton, McLaren,
Hmm.
100%. I know Olaf, massive
Yep.
fan of
Well,
Formula
he
One.
was, but
So
not.
Declan, you consider yourself an avid sports fan.
I guess. I suppose.
So Declan, I know you play cricket a lot, watch cricket a lot.
Yep.
See, because back when you were in XL World Academy, we played a bit of cricket at lunch, didn't we? Yeah, we used to
We
play.
did. That was very fun
Yeah, every
with
day we
Jack
played
and
cricket.
all
Yeah,
them.
wow, bringing back loads of memories right now. So,
Yeah.
ever since you left, you do you still continue playing cricket in Australia? Because I know it's a country where like lots of cricket is happening.
Yeah, it's very popular here. I do still play cricket, but it's a bit different.
Is it
It's
more
like
competitive?
I I'd sort of say that. Like the fielding is a lot more competitive. It's a lot more compact than what I remember, but the bowling and batting is about the same level. But
Mm.
that could be because I've improved since I lived in Singapore and played then,
Mm.
because I left
So,
just after COVID.
mm. So you play club cricket in Australia?
Yep,
Which club do you play
Castle Hill.
for?
What role do you play on your cricket team?
I'm generally a bowler and I don't bat until like quite late on. I'm just like an in the batting order, I'm just there to make up the numbers, but bowling I bowl.
You roll opening?
Yeah, I open the bowling generally.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Alan.
Yeah.
Really good achievement, actually. Yeah. So, like, what do you enjoy about bowling? Like about like, because I assume you chose to become a bowler. What do you like enjoy about that?
I can't remember. I think I just um like bowled well one time and I was like, oh, this is better. So I was
Yeah,
just deciding to do that.
fair play. That's that's most likely the story to most. I'd say most cricketers. They just try it out once. Even most sportsmen, they just try it
Yeah.
out once and they're like, "Damn,
Ooh.
this is actually
Yeah.
fun.
This is
I'm
fun.
good at this. I'm gonna stick with this."
Yeah.
Well,
I
Declan,
think
if you
oh yeah, go on.
no, you go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say I think that I was originally batting, but I was never particularly good at it. So I just decided to move on to bowling.
Yeah, like I feel that's actually kind of the same thing with me actually. Like I obviously for me batting is more fun. And I think that's for most people. They enjoy batting.
Yeah,
Just like being again, I was more successful in the bowling field compared to the batting field. Like
yeah.
even like but now at least like for me personally, I'm trying to shift to becoming more of a batsman, like a batting all rounder. Just
Really?
yeah, just because I just enjoy batting. Like
Yeah, it's
me after a while, because after a while of bowling, I just get a bit I don't know, it gets a bit boring after a while. I just feel like try something new and that something new for me is batting.
Okay, yeah. I have batted well a bit, but it's generally I feel like I'm just more confident when I'm bowling. I'm not confident at all in like when I bat.
Mm.
I think that kind of holds me back from really having fun out there.
Yeah, and in like all sports, confidence is literally just the most important thing. And like even if
Yeah,
we in Ben's episode, which gets released on the 17th, or which got
yeah,
released 17. Again, we talked about how confidence is literally just the most important thing. And like you will have so many bad games which will knock you down. But like you'll have that one game where you just rely only based off that one game in terms of confidence.
yeah,
That's happened with you as well.
yeah. In my first season playing here, I was um forced to open the bowling and the batting. We didn't have a great team, I'll say that. Um, but we lost pretty much every game. I always got out really early, and then one game I opened the batting and I got a 50,
Hmm.
and that just boosted my confidence in the batting for the rest of the season and like the start of the next season, which is like a year apart, maybe less.
Mm.
So would you say that your mental health deteriorated while you were in a bad form, that as you slowly became better and better and better, your mental health became better, like along with your like form?
I guess it was just um I'd somewhat say that. I'd say I've just got like I was a lot more aggressive. For me, I don't really get down, I don't get sad. I get aggressive or not aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's never towards people, it's always towards objects or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of performance and stuff, how would like could you give us an insight on like your um cricket team and like how you perform in tournaments?
Oh, well, our cricket team last season we did quite well towards the end. We got to the grand final, but then we had a massive batting collapse and we just
Uh,
had nothing to like stand off. Like to put it in actually no, I have no idea how to put it in other terms. But just like you need something to lever onto to
mm,
properly get at them, but we didn't have enough to play with. So we had to defend really hard and we couldn't do that and we messed up in the grand final.
uh, did that somehow influence like your perspective on the game, or did you just continue like just
Well,
persevere and move on?
I haven't really played all that much since then, so I haven't really
Uh,
had a time to look at it. I've played like I think 4 or 5 matches,
mm.
but I don't think it really changed much.
Is it because it's now like the off season and stuff, or
Well, it was the off season. It's just getting back
mm,
into the season now. But yeah,
okay.
I think like after having played the final, I had like a long time of break, so I just could
Mm,
cool down,
mm.
Yeah, but
like just
obviously
relax.
getting your team, which you said wasn't as great, to the final is an amazing achievement.
Oh no, different team, different team,
Oh,
different
different
team.
team. But
Yeah,
still
I
getting to the
the
final is
first
still.
season I was here, and then last season, this would be my third season here. Um,
Oh.
the first season I we didn't play great. They were bad. We were second last on the table.
That's
Mm.
But
not lost.
yeah,
Some positives to take away.
Yeah, still
yeah,
something.
yeah. But the other team were really bad, to say the least. I don't want to be mean to them, but they weren't great.
So, but like I said earlier, like the confidence you get even from getting to the final and losing is still
Yeah,
crazy. Like,
yeah, because we had lost games previously to other teams that we shouldn't have. So I know for a fact that messed with our whole team's confidence. we lost to this one team. We decided to bowl first on a really wet ground for some reason because we thought the outfield would be a lot slower, but the ball just got killed
Yeah.
and they were just hitting us around, and then we just couldn't do anything when we batted. And we just, I think the next game we played the guys that we lost to in the grand final, and we lost to them, and then we also lost to the other Castle Hill team, as there were two of them.
Mm.
So we were pressured to, so we like lost our heads, and not really lost our heads, but like lost confidence and all that.
Mm. Yes, again, losing confidence is probably the worst thing that can
Yeah.
ever happen to an athlete. Because once they get
Yeah.
like their little shell, it's very difficult to get out of it.
Yeah. If you lose confidence as an athlete, that could end your career,
Yeah.
could do anything to you.
Well, like talking about mental, I mean, sorry, talking about cricket, who is your favorite cricket idol and what aspects of their gameplay would you most inspire you?
I'd probably say, uh, I wouldn't say like the standard. I'd probably say, well, it is kind of standard. I'd probably say Mitchell Starc because I love the way he just attacks the stumps. That's kind of the gameplay
Mm.
that I get off. I always try to attack the stumps, and it kind of just influenced me to do that. Um,
Oh,
and his batting style is very aggressive, kind of like mine, where I just hit and then get out, just kind of like him. So
So
I'd say that has influenced my play style quite a bit.
so to the viewers of the podcast, you're looking at the next Mitchell Stark right here. Telling you to
Right-handed.
give it the next right-handed Mitchell Stark right here. In like 8 years, he'll be opening the bowling for the Australian men's team, 100%.
Oh yeah,
Without a doubt.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
So Declan,
Yep.
while playing cricket, you're also a student, of course. Like, how has it
Yeah.
been like balancing the two together?
Uh, it's not been very difficult. It's generally if I don't have time to like train for cricket, I'll just call in and say I can't train, and then I'll just finish whatever
mm,
I have to do. But it's yeah, it's not been incredibly difficult because the games we never play whenever we play games, it's not skipping out on school. It's always just Saturdays.
mm. Well, just like out of curiosity, would you say education in Australia is harder or Singapore?
When I came to Australia, I did have to repeat half a year.
Oh,
So, because of the curriculum shift, so I would have had to skip half a year or repeat half a year. So I repeated half a year to get like um
experience?
yeah, so I would not miss half a year of year nine,
Mm,
which is quite important. And yeah, so I found it much easier because we were just repeating half of the same stuff that we did in
mm,
at Excel.
Hmm.
But I'm not quite sure, but I think it was slightly harder in Singapore, but
oh,
that might have been because like the what do you call it? The international stuff, and it was like focused around everyone rather than um mainly Australian students, even though
mm,
there aren't as many Australian students here.
And like I know Singapore is known for like its intense curriculum
Yeah,
because like
yeah,
Singapore, you like most things rely on grades, like especially in like job circumstances. But
yeah,
I know in Australia, which is like where I want to go in the future as well, it's more relying on being like an overall person, as in like
yeah,
they value yourself more than your grades, if you know what I mean.
yeah. I um To get into universities here, it is pretty grade based, but it's quite weird. Well, it's just like you get a grade at the end of the year for out of 100, but the maximum is 99.95, and then yeah, it's just then like 99.95 is I think top 60 students in the state. So it's like very, very high.
So like, would you say that pressure of trying to get into the top uni in Australia or like trying to get the best grade possible has impacted your sports life, but also impacted, it's like put a toll on your mental health?
Well, not really, because here with the time you start getting marked on your ATAR, which is the selection rank thing that I was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you start that at year 11. You learn all, so you pick your subjects for year 11. You do those subjects. You can drop one subject when you reach year 12. Then you do those subjects, and then you get like grades on that, and then you get the ATAR, which is where you get into the universities. So at the moment, I haven't really experienced too much of the trying to get into the top universities thing.
Mm.
Mm. Game show?
So I think it's time to move to our new segment called This or That.
That
So
intro.
in this new segment, we're gonna ask you questions. You'll either get option A or option B, and you gotta choose which one you prefer.
Okay.
Olaf, would
First
you like to
off,
kick it off?
yep. Would you rather, for the rest of your life, only be able to use Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram. I don't have TikTok anymore.
Oh, why is
But
that?
you can follow Mind the
Uh,
Pack on TikTok. So go to TikTok, search up Mind the Pack. Perfect.
oh,
Listen to
um,
Glenn,
Better put in that plug.
or you'll have diabetes for the rest of your life.
ah,
Moving
don't you
on.
really have diabetes for the rest of your life?
Next
What?
Isn't it like a
question.
whole life thing?
Let's move on to the next question. So, Declan, would you rather binge watch Netflix shows or YouTube?
I'd say, I'd say Netflix shows.
Netflix shows.
Yeah,
What's your favorite Netflix show? Like if you were to watch one right now.
right, right now.
Right now.
Can it be like a TV show on like another thing
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
on Netflix?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine.
Probably The Test on Prime Australia.
Mm.
Very great cricket show for those who are interested in watching. It's actually talks about mental health with the Australian men's team.
It
And
does. It's actually very
how
into
they
that.
pursue.
Moving on. Would you rather be an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird, because I don't know.
You know, they
I
say
just
early bird
don't
gets the
generally
worm.
stay up very late anyways. And cricket starts early most of the time. Not
Oh,
now, but most games that I played last season started like 9 o'clock, which isn't that early, but considering
In Singapore,
not early, yeah.
like, I think we had a game started at like what 7 a.m. and
Oh wow.
reporting was 6:30.
wow.
I had to leave the house at 6. So I had to wake up at 5 a.m. for a cricket match.
That's
It's
crazy.
terrible. It's terrible. Now,
Hmm.
definitely, like you said, opening bowler. So would you
Yep.
rather have a fresh white new ball or a fresh red new ball?
I'd say a white new ball. I haven't really
Really?
had a proper chance to bowl with one before. I'm kind of like I've bowled with old white balls. I've never really had a chance to bowl with a new white ball.
Because for me personally, it's a no-brainer red ball because it'll swing for like the first 10 overs. For me, like when I bowl opening with a white ball, it's like dead within like 3, 4 overs.
Yeah,
It
but
just becomes so easy
I'm
for me.
just I'm too curious to feel like the white ball. I haven't really had that experience yet.
Because in
Mm.
Singapore we normally just play with white balls, like except
Really?
it's like 35 over games plus. It'll be
Yeah. I think all my games currently are 35 to like 70 overs.
yeah, in Singapore it's
All
mainly
70
like
overs.
except when you get to like the men's national team, it'll mainly be about 20 overs to 35 and maybe 40.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, speaking of cricket, would you rather win a competition without playing your best or lose while giving your best performance ever?
Without playing my best, like, is that me just slackassing or is that me?
You get a duck every single game.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I bat normally.
Nah,
Uh,
fine. You get sent for 10 runs and over, and you bowl your four
Oh,
overs. 40 runs every single game, no wickets. The whole season.
ooh,
the
ooh,
whole season.
Whole season. Or
ooh,
or you get a fifer in every single game, but you you come like dead last in the table.
That's
ooh.
kind of what I experienced in the past 2 years. Because, well, not really five for every game, but like we played
Consistency.
well, we had lots of fun, but we were terrible. We were really, really bad. But and then the next season, I didn't play incredible. I got ducks quite a lot, except for the early time,
Hmm.
and I was not sent, but I didn't do great in the bowling either. I didn't have my best season ever, and I got about and we got to the semi second instead of, and the first season we got second last. So I'd say for the team wise, I'd want to do the win the competition. But if
Mm.
for fun wise, if I want to have fun, I'd go for just be.
Would you rather be be someone that like is known for working hard and like you won't give up, or be known for someone who's like really, really smart?
Ooh.
So you're kind of comparing like actually no that
Imagine Albert Einstein and Virat Kohli.
oh
Mm.
It's not a good comparison, but imagine those two.
I mean well they're not in the same field but
Yeah. Nah. I've seen Albert Einstein roll a few arms, maybe.
am I still
Yeah,
smart if I work hard?
you can be.
Mm.
If I'm like really hardworking, am I still smart?
Depends how much hard work you put into being smart. Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Glenn's on to something, guys.
Um, I'd say hardworking
Hmm.
Mhm.
because here that would definitely get me, but jobs
Yeah,
or university over there in Singapore, and I'm more likely to spend most of my life here as I live here and from here.
Mm.
fair. That's a great answer, Declan.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Well, do you have any advice for young cricketers who are just starting out and need some motivation?
Uh, I don't want to say no, but I can't think of anything.
Okay,
Um,
let me try and give you one real quick.
Hmm. Be
your
dedicated.
best.
Play cricket every single day. Join the.
Before you climb a mountain, you gotta start with rock bottom.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll ask him the question again. We have like 6 minutes before the meeting ends. Ask
I
him.
Wait, do I say that? Do I say that?
Yeah, say that.
yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
wait,
write
can you
it so
write
because
that?
he's
I
gonna
forgot.
forget it. Write in the chat. Write in the chat.
I'll write in the chat. Let me quickly write in the chat. Before
Ooh, ooh. That's the
the
sound of the police.
mountain, you need to start from the bottom. There you go.
Okay.
I'll ask a question.
Okay. Well, Declan, do you have any advice for young cricketers who are just starting out and want to improve their game and any motivation?
Ooh, I guess before you climb a mountain, you need to start from the bottom.
Mm.
Mm.
It's very striking quote,
Mm.
Declan. And I feel
Mm.
that me
Thank
and
you.
Olaf should also use this quote. We should remember it as
Yeah.
it's it's very important in life that you need to see where you started to see the growth and progression.
Mm.
Mm.
Glenn's on to something, guys. Remember.
I think he is, yeah.
And just to sum up the whole podcast so far, where do you like see yourself in the next few years when it comes to cricket? Do you have any big goals or any dreams that you want to accomplish?
Uh, I suppose just get better,
That's
improve,
Mm.
have fun, play more
Reasonable.
cricket.
again, there's just no
Mm.
point in playing a sport if you're not having fun. Like that should
Yeah,
like level one. The first thing you should do when you do anything, you should always
yeah,
because otherwise there's just
Yeah.
time that's all.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Well,
right,
Playing a sport without
thank you.
having
thank you,
fun.
Declan, for joining us here today.
It's been a pleasure to
Thank
have you
you.
on our podcast. And
Thank you.
we'll see you hopefully soon when you come to Singapore and we come to Australia.
Yeah,
Yep.
All right.
hopefully that happens soon.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us here today. Click subscribe right now and follow
Follow
the
us.
TikTok.